I missed that. Can you say that again?
Bagus dere.
Tack. Som jobbar här. So right now we are in Oslo, and for you guys who don't like electric cars or future cars or anything, you better turn off right now. But for you other guys who like to see a glimpse into the future, you know, our Saabs are getting older and older, but it doesn't mean you have to abandon the Saab completely. But maybe on the weekdays you have to drive another brand, and maybe Nio or any other electric car could be the solution for you. And however, being here in Norway is so fantastic because Norway is ahead of everyone else. They have electric cars everywhere, and they also have Nio here. They have Xpeng. Of course they have Teslas. There are Teslas everywhere. The Teslas coming out of my ears. We also want to visit the Tesla showroom here in Oslo. So it's quite interesting. But here we are at the Nio's Service Center in Oslo. Somebody cheering for Nio, I can hear. But however, here they receive the new cars and you can turn in your car for service. And also we're gonna go ahead and visit the Nio showroom here in Oslo. And you know, the showroom is something else. It's on the downtown street of central Oslo. And yeah, you just by the Royal House. So Nio is really going somewhere with this. So let's take a look.
So I like the Nio car very much. You're sitting very well in it. It's good quality, and yeah, the Nomi is very sweet. You can talk to her and she will help you with the weather and with the map where you want to go, and whatever you want to know you can ask Nomi.
And Nomi was actually a selling point for wifey when it come to Xpeng or Nio. Then she directly wanted the Nio car, so
yeah,
it's quite fascinating.
I don't know, it's maybe a woman thing.
No, not like that. So
yes.
we go in and check out the service center.
Yeah.
And then we head downtown, just take a little shot of the Nio House.
Yeah, this will be exciting to see.
Yeah, and also the battery swap station.
Yeah, of course.
We go everywhere for you guys, just to show you a little glimpse of the future. So, welcome to the Nio Service Center, and most probably the delivery center also, unless maybe they do it like the Teslas and they deliver it to your home address, or yeah, I'm not sure about the delivery status. I know that Xpeng in Oslo have started to deliver cars in their Xpeng Store actually in Oslo. That's a pretty cool thing, but Nio doesn't have like any space outside the store, and I don't think it would be possible. But here you have all the new cars, brand spanking new, and I'm not sure if somebody are in for service, but this is just a little quick look around, so enjoy it, and yeah, we get to see the Nio House later. Also, lots of cars over here and to the left. Hi Naomi,
Yes?
how are you doing? Hello Naomi?
I missed that. Can you say that again?
Hi Naomi,
Nomi is here.
how are you doing?
That's something I can't do.
What is the weather like here, Naomi? Okay. Hi Naomi,
What can I do for you?
what's the weather like in Oslo?
I need a good internet to check on weather information. Wait and try later.
And welcome to Karl Johans Street in Oslo. It's a very posh street. On the left we have the Royal Castle of Norway, only a few hundred meters away, and now we're entering the Nio House, and this is actually the first Nio House in Europe. So this is why it's so fascinating to see this stuff, you know, because Norway is so far into the future when it comes to electric cars, and they have unique cars from the world, such as Nio and Xpeng. We actually have an Xpeng showroom in Sweden also, and I know that Nio is planning 3 Nio houses in Germany right now. So yeah, they're really expanding, and people say, oh, you know, Chinese cars, they might be crap, or they are very reluctant to change to electric cars, and of course never a Chinese car. But you can have a phone that's made in China, and the Chinese are very good with technology. And also, if you know the history right, there were many Chinese automakers that were interested in Saab, for example, and who knows how far Saab would have gotten to this day if Saab was allowed to stay alive. But unfortunately it wasn't, but I'm sure it would be ahead of Volvo, but who knows. And you know, to walk in this showroom and see the cars in real life, very fascinating. You know, you see the pictures, but when you sit in the car, you can feel the quality of the cars. This is unlike the Xpeng car. The Xpeng showroom, or the Xpeng Store, will be at the end of the video if you'd like to check it. But you know, the feel of the quality here is very different from Xpeng. This is like Audi and Opel in comparison. This is more like an Audi. Great quality, and yeah, so many cool functions, and I would love to test drive this car. Unfortunately I could not do that, and also you get I need to have modus also, so you don't want to make test drive. But I will stop talking now and just have a look around at the Nio showroom here in Oslo, and also please comment, what do you think? If you don't like electric cars, please don't bother, you know. You know how old you are in that case. It's so silly to see all the Facebook comment, you know, when it comes to electric cars, and yeah, just dumb. So if you don't like electric cars, just skip this video. But if you like electric cars, tell me what you think about Nio, and what you think about the future of Nio, and also stay tuned for the battery swap station coming behind this. Yeah, that's right. Hi Naomi.
What can I do for you? Sorry, I didn't catch that. What would you like to do? If you don't need me, I'll take a nap.
And now we're transporting ourselves away about 25 minutes from Oslo downtown, and here we have the first battery swap station outside China. It's pretty cool. There was actually one car here when I came, and when I parked, it was gone, and I missed everything. And I was just around the corner where you see the entrance is, and there was a guy sitting there who actually works here, because this station is manned about 1-2 more months, and then it will be unmanned. So they just want to have extra security. And here you can see how it functions. You see now it elevates up to raise the car, and you also see the yellow things on the sides who are to stick onto the rims to secure the car. And now this explaining stuff when you're not English, ramp is coming up to unscrew the battery. Pretty cool, huh? And when it's unscrewed, it goes down again, of course, and temporarily move to the right, and then they will hold a new battery for you. And here a car comes, so we can watch the entire thing if you like to. It's a pretty long video. You actually park outside, and then the car handles everything. The car will reverse itself and do everything, and then you get a green light, and then it's okay to drive away. Yeah, what can you say? At first I thought I'm not really sure about this, you know. It takes about 4 or 5 minutes to change the battery. And if, for example, you have a Tesla and you drive long range, it doesn't take so much time to charge up the battery, of course. But there is also a but. You know, when it comes to Nio, about 90% of the Nio owners, they rent the battery. Yeah, and the advantages here long term is really great, you know. Tesla battery, you know, that's broken down. You have to change the entire battery. You get a new one. It's not new, it's repaired, and you have to pay, I don't know, between 10,000 to 20,000 euro for a new battery. But here you're subscribing to battery and everything. If something would be wrong, they would just come and help you with the car and change the battery. And also the most fantastic thing is, what if they upgrade the battery? You get an upgrade, like a tuned version of the electric car, but maybe they add like 200 kilometers. There's a new battery. Well, just go ahead, go and change the battery at the battery swap stations, and voila, you can drive another 200 kilometers. That is pretty cool. And also for the second-hand owners that will buy this car, you know, from 3 to 5 years after it's new, I mean, it's total security to have a solid battery state. And if you're renting still the batteries, it's not a problem. So yeah, I think it's very fascinating with everything. And here the guy will just assist, you know, the owners. We were lucky because there were 2 Nio cars coming. There were not so much traffic here, actually, so pretty good. But he instructs them if they are unsecure with the battery swap. But everything was going really actually great. Soon the yellow thing will fix to the wheel, so it's perfectly set. And I asked him, what about if you have like an aftermarket rim or anything, but you know, these cars are so rare right now, so I don't think it's any problem. And also there is space to allow probably bigger rim if you like, or whatever, so it's not a problem. You can see moving, fixing it into the position, and it moves quite a lot actually. And then it will be raised up and the battery will be unscrewed. Yeah, you get the picture. Actually, I will show you the entire video here, so please don't fall asleep, or maybe you think it's super fascinating like me. You know, I always liked electric cars, and I would love to have test drive the Nevs electric Saab. Please, if you work at Nevs, can you not lend me your car? If it only have like 50 or 60 kilometers, we can go to North Cape with it. That would be super, right? Because if you go via Norway, you can go anywhere. Actually, that's the truth. Well, go ahead and check this out, and soon there will be another car, a white car, and then you can get to see this entire thing once again. Totally fascinating, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and you can see the battery is unscrewed and it's moved to the left side. I'm sorry about the poor angle here. And also it's closing, maybe for safety reasons or something, I would guess. And then the new battery will arrive, and yeah, and off we go. And this is the second car coming in for the battery swap. We were lucky to see these two cars, I think. This is the front side, and you can see it's open from 7 in the morning to 10 o'clock in the evening. And this is probably just for 1 or 2 more months, and then it will be unmanned, most probably. Actually, some people think this is a car wash station, so they drive just in with the normal cars and think waiting for the car wash. People are so stupid, but quite fascinating. On the left side of the battery swap stations, you have some, was it 2 or 3 chargers, normal chargers, I think, but they are pretty slow, I guess. So it would be stupid to use them. It's better to use the battery swap station. And yeah, I want to say thank you to all the Nio staff, really professional staff. Also, the Nio investment here in Norway are doing something really great. You know, they have the Nio House at the right address, and they have superb staff. You know, everyone was super friendly at the Nio House, at the service center. Super friendly people, and also this guy at the battery swap station, super friendly. The only thing is that he scared the living shit out of me because I came, you know, in the back. But I really didn't think anyone was working here, so quite fascinating. But a super great visit, and I think we will see a lot more of Nio in the future. Just imagine 3 Nio houses coming to Germany soon, and I think it was Berlin, Frankfurt, and Munich. So I will actually have to go to Frankfurt because we very often travel to the near area of Frankfurt. So that would be really cool. And also Munich has the beers, so that's another excuse to visit the Nio house, I guess. But really cool stuff. And also, during the time of the visit, this was the only battery swap stations, but now they actually opened the number 2, also pretty close to Oslo. So, you know, they are popping up right now, and I think they have over 1,000 of these battery swap stations in China. So, and you can imagine how big China is. So, yeah, the development of Nio is super fascinating. And I think this will be huge. And now it's the time to show yourself. It's live or die for the other car manufacturers. So good luck, General Motors, with your electric cars, and good luck to Nio, honestly, with this European investment. And also Nio just declared momentarily very soon that they are going to launch the cars in the United States. They already have a few test cars in the US at the moment, and I'm sure we will see Nio in the US by 2025, unless there is a huge major world crisis. So China don't make any wars. We only want peace and to see the Nio cars on the streets. So thank you so much to Nio. And now we get to visit the Xpeng store in Oslo. I also waited a lot of time for this. What do you think? Move your mind or move your way? I think move your mind maybe, but whatever. And I wanted to see the Xpeng in real life also very, very much. And we had an Xpeng store at the Scandinavian Mall in Stockholm, but I never gotten to travel there, fortunately. And yeah, now we're here. And I followed a lot of Tesla Björn Nyland's videos about the Xpeng, and I thought it looked really cool. Actually, the impressions in real life of Xpeng was a bit of a disappointment. Maybe if I could test drive the car, but you know, the feeling you get of the car when you feel the materials and stuff, yeah. Nio is way better. Also with the LED lights, the Xpeng's LED lights are not that strong. I also got to see an Xpeng on the border between Sweden and Norway. It isn't so bright, so to speak, as you think an LED light would be. But that is the least of the problems, I guess. But when you're in the car, you can already see something I'm very allergic to, and it's dust. There's dust on the entire panel, and it's black also. You can imagine the nightmare. It would be impossible to keep it clean, I think. Before this visit, I was a vivid Xpeng follower, and Xpeng, you can really try to convince me to maybe change my mind, but at the moment I am not very impressed of Xpeng. As you can imagine, I love Nio. I love the Nio cars, and I also love the Tesla cars. We tested the Model 3, of course, and Tesla Model Y. Tesla Model Y is an amazing car. I love the simplicity. You know, us Scandinavians, we love simple things, and Tesla really understand that with simple. It doesn't have anything extra. Everything is in one place, and we have the wheel, just wheels and a steering wheel, and like a huge iPad Android system, of course. But whatever. Yeah, you get the picture. Just like this one, of course.
Tack så mycket. Tack.
But the difference was totally amazing. Tesla when you're talking about quality on Tesla, that's also a major problem. In the Tesla group, they are always complaining about panel gaps and yada yada ding dong. And apparently the Chinese Teslas are better made. There's always quality issues with, and I don't know, maybe Nio is better when it comes to making a better car. Maybe they have better experienced people. I'm not sure, but Tesla and Nio is going totally the right way, and of course thanks to Elon Musk, they're sharing the technology and everything. Of course there are many manufacturers who produce electric cars, and that's just what Elon Musk wants. He wants an electric car revolution, and the thing here is what brands will survive, and that's super interesting. Also the Xpeng stock is hugely volatile on the market. It goes down 5%, it goes up 5%. It's not a stock you want to own if you have a weak heart or something. But we love the visit to Xpeng. We got free coffee. Thank you for that, Xpeng. Actually, we got a free drink also at the Nio House, because we downloaded the app the Nio have. Then you get some points, and you can use them in the cafeteria, for example. Yeah, really cool to see the store, and thank you so much, Xpeng.